Mane fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
What is even more scarier is the fact that the Ghana Statistical Service's youth unemployment now stands at almost 30%, 29.7%. That is unemployment among persons who are 15 years to 24 years. For those who are 15 years to 35 years, the unemployment rate is 22%. This is alarming. This is scandalous. This is serious. This is scary. And so I cannot for the life of me understand why President Akuffo Addo, who in opposition waxed lyrical about job creation, his vice, the failed chairman of the economic management team in opposition, told Ghanaians that under an MPP government, the economy will grow and grow and grow, and there will be jobs and jobs and jobs. So if under you, we are seeing this astronomical increase in the rate of unemployment, the rate of youth unemployment. And in fact, we are being told that over 4.5 million Ghanaians who are employable have left the labor force. In other words, these are people who, though are employable, have given up on their dream of searching for a job because of many years of disappointment and frustration. Over 4.5 million people. In fact, the Ghana Statistical Service says that between the fourth quarter of 2022 and the first quarter of 2023, 530,000 employed people stamped into unemployment. Oh, can you believe this? 530,000 people from quarter 4 of 2022, which is, October to December 2022, to quarter 1 of 2023, which is January to March 2023, 530,000 people who were employed became unemployed. And even as at quarter 2, 280,000 of these people still remain unemployed. So this is a national crisis of monumental proportions. And every responsible Ghanaian, every responsible government, and any leader who cares about the people must be interested in this. Yet, this issue didn't find space in the so-called State of the Nation address, which was read by President Akuffo Addo. And that, for me, is totally unacceptable. The second important issue that was conspicuously missing in that speech the president read was the important issue of the fight against corruption. Look, we were all in this country in the run-up to the 2016 elections. We heard Alhaji Bawumia and President Akuffo Addo times without number campaign on issues of corruption. Corruption was so dear to them then. They told us that they will protect the public purse. But President Akuffo Addo said he was too old to steal our money. He was coming to fight corruption, and he was projected and paraded all over the place as a no-nonsense person who was not going to tolerate corruption under his government. So if you check his 2017 State of the Nation address, 2018, you will see him a lot of big talk, a lot of lofty rhetorics in the State of the Nation addresses he presented then. Now, he goes to Parliament almost at the end of his tenure as president for the penultimate time to present the State of the Nation address, and he doesn't say anything at all. Anything at all about the fight against corruption. No. How can that be? What accounts for this deafening silence of the president on the issue of corruption? The answer is simple. It is because the president has given up on the fight against corruption. It is because the president and his vice and the entire ruling NPP have lost the fight against corruption. Because contrary to their promise to fight corruption, they came into power and decided to engage and promote corruption with brazen impunity. They have raised corruption to a level we have never seen in the history of this country. Corruption today has become an attractive, thriving, free-for-all venture for everybody, with the president and the vice leading the charge. So he doesn't want to talk about corruption. Corruption, like the Muslims will say, is now haram for Akuffo Addo. He doesn't want to mention it. He's fleeing away from it. Bawumia is fleeing away from it. Why? Ghanaians want to know why we spent a colossal 153 million cedis, equivalent to 1.5 trillion cedis, on the aborted, botched Ejapa scam, which never saw the light of day thanks to the vigilance of the OSP, the NDC, civil society, and other well-meaning Ghanaians. Why did we have to waste so much as a country faced with many economic problems? Problem of unemployment, underdevelopment. There are people in this country today who are suffering from serious health conditions. They can't even pay for normal dialysis treatment at the Kolebut renal unit. People, not too long ago, Confanoche, they came out last week to tell us that they don't even have adequate dialysis machines to treat kidney patients. People today in Ghana are still schooling under trees, our children. There are people in this country who are drinking from streams that animals drink from because they don't have access to potable water. And you take 153 million cedis in this time of suffering and pain, and you go and waste it on this corrupt scheme. And the president was silent about corruption and what he is doing about this matter. The PDS matter, Ghanaians wanted to know. We lost $2 billion as a result of that scandal, according to the Institute of Economic Affairs. This is a scandal which was orchestrated by the Vice President, Alhaji Bawumia, who decided unlawfully and recklessly to change the condition precedent of a bank guarantee into an insurance guarantee, and from a condition precedent to a condition subsequent, contrary to what Parliament had done, which allowed PDS to defraud us, according to the then Minister of Energy. Today, we have paid light bills to this PDS, totaling 1.5 billion cedis and over, that they are refusing to refund to the people of this country. And yet our president was dead silent about this matter. What has happened to the missing excavators? What has happened to the Auditor General's reports on the misuse of COVID funds, the naked thievery of public funds, the monies which were used to buy medical equipment which were diverted, the monies which were used to pay contractors for no work done? What has happened to that? No mention of the fight against corruption. You think about it, you don't understand why our own duty bearers who we have entrusted with our mandate can be so wicked to us. Then, Doc, even with the other things he spoke about, the opposite was the case. Everything he commented on, all the key issues, the opposite was the case. The president said, they have kept the lights on. You see? But God being so good, even at the time he was speaking, Doc, I didn't have lights. The people of Teshi, his constituency, Lejokuku, they didn't have lights. At the time, the president was waxing lyrical and bragging about keeping the lights on. Many people in Kumasi didn't have light. Tamale, Yendi. In fact, Dumso has returned in full force. And it didn't return now. It returned long time ago because of the mismanagement of the power sector, which has now plunged the sector into an avoidable, crippling debt crisis. We can't pay the IPPs. We are unable to even export power to Burkina Faso, Benin, Nigeria, Togo, and so on, as we have done in times past. For weeks now, the ECG has been shedding load between 300 to 600 megawatts. Yesterday, they were shedding about 530 megawatts of power. You're shedding load. Doomsday is back. Instead of you to have the decency and a modicum of respect for Ghanaians by publishing a load shedding timetable so that people can plan their lives, you have refused to do so. Why? Because they say that if we publish a load shedding timetable, Dr. Randiabe will say that Doomsday is back, so we will not publish it. Yet Doomsday is back. Check, even yesterday, many parts of the country, people slept. I got lights around 5 a.m. today. From yesterday in the evening till 5 a.m. dawn, my lights were off. This week alone, I've bought fuel more than 2,000 Ghana cedis to power my generator. So how can you be lying through your teeth that you have kept the lights on, when rather you know next to nothing about the solution to the Doomsday problem? That problem was fixed, totally fixed, sustainably fixed by John Mahama by 2016. A fact that Bawumia himself acknowledged in an interview with Joy FM in 2016, when he said Mahama had fixed Doomsday but deserved no credit for fixing Doomsday. Oseche Mensah Bunsu, your former majority leader, not too long ago, confessed on Kumasi-based Hello FM that Mahama solved Doomsday but at great cost. Your own former presidential aspirant, One Opoku, has made the same confession. So why do you continue to lie? Why do you continue to take credit for something that you have not done? What you have done is that after John Mahama has taken us out of Doomsday by bringing in the power badges, increasing our generation capacity, giving us ESLA, a tax handle to clear the legacy debt in the power sector, giving us the Tuabo gas processing plant, the biggest factory in Ghana, $1 billion investment to supply gas to power our power plants and all that. You have been so reckless that you have mismanaged the power sector and you have plunged us back into Doomsday. So that statement by the president was totally false. Then the president, shockingly again, said that the economy is now headed in the right direction. That is contained at the last paragraph of page 13 of his speech, that generally our macroeconomic indicators are now heading in the right direction. So I asked myself, well, what indicators is the president talking about? I mean, Doc, President Akuffo Addo must understand that he was not elected in 2022. Alhaji Bawumia did not become the chairman of the economic management team in 2022. So they cannot compare the state of the economy today to 2022 as the benchmark. You can't compare your performance in 2023, 2024 to the mess you created in 2022 and say you have done well. You took office on 7 January 2017. That is the economy we bequeathed to you. That was the economy you bastardized. That is the economy you said was a product of incompetence. That is the economy you promised to transform in 18 months. That is the economy that Bawumia said the fundamentals were weak. Therefore, that is the economy which is the benchmark for assessing your performance. If we want to know whether the economy is headed in the right direction or not, whether you are performing better relative to economic management or not, we must compare the economic matrices of today to that of 2016. And if we do that analysis, you would realize that the economy is indeed headed in the wrong direction and is being in that wrong direction for the last 7 years. Now, why do I say so? Bawumia says, when in doubt, look at the exchange rates. What is the state of the exchange rate today? At the time the president was speaking, you needed more than 13 cedis to buy $1. 13 Ghana cedis. These people have no shame. When the dollar rose to 4 cedis under John Mahama, you said he was incompetent and that the fundamentals were weak. That there is no reason why we should be buying $1 at 4 cedis. You came to power and bragged about arresting the dollar. Bawumia, arresting the dollar and giving the keys to the IGP. Today, the dollar has broken jail and has crossed 13 cities. Do you know what that is doing to businesses? No. What that means is that that businessman who had a capital of 40,000 cedis in 2016 could buy $10,000 with that capital to import goods into the country. But today, if that businessman needs the same $10,000, he will need to cough up 130,000 cedis and over. That is 1.3 billion cedis and over. Look at the nominal increase. It means that he needs 90,000 Ghana cedis more to get the same $10,000. And this is why today the capital and profit margins of businesses have been wiped out, and businesses are shutting down, folding up, and laying off workers, and unemployment is on the rise. Because you have failed to stabilize the city like you promised. So when you say the economy is headed in the right direction, what are you talking about? Doc, inflation. Inflation today has resumed an upward trajectory. Inflation today stands at 23.5%. When they took office, it was 15.4%. They said it was too high. And to have a practical, appreciation of this high inflation rate, you need to go to the market. You need to go to the market. I don't know the last time President Akuffo Addo went to the market with his wife, or Bawumia went to the Malata market with Samira Bawumia. If they did, they will realize that today a ball of kinky, which used to sell at 1 Ghana cedis in 2016 under President Mahama, today a ball of kinky is going for 5 cedis. Even that, the size has been reduced. One kinky.
2 cedis. Water straight. 2 Ghana.
When we finish, take me there. When they sell it at 2 cedis, take me there.
I'll bring you on the show.
No.
Next week coming back.
Take me there so that we cannot go and buy it. Let's go to Osu. Another hub of kinky. And let's go and buy your 2 cedis kinky. Please, it's false. It's false. Look, Doc, sachet water, 1 bag.
Price in John. Wholesale.
Doc. Sachet.
Wholesale price.
Look at it. Wholesale price. Who buys kinky at wholesale price? Kinky today is 5 Ghana cedis. Those watching know. Doc.
You can get it at one district, one warehouse.
for 2
cedis. Wholesale.
Doc, this is the painful reality of the Ghanaian people. That today, even sachet water, 1 pack of sachet water, that used to sell at 1 cedi 50 pesos in 2016. Today, you need 10 cedis to get 1 pack of sachet water. We are not saying that prices should not go up. Prices will obviously go up once there is inflation. It is the quantum of increase we are alarmed about. Rice, which is a major staple in Ghana today, Doc, it will shock you. Gino rice, 5 kg, 2016, December, 25 cedis. Today, Gino rice, 185. Look, 25 cedis to 185 cedis.
A list of items and prices.
Oh, yes. I'll give you a few. Because this is the true state of the nation address. That the president is refusing to acknowledge. That Bawumia, dishonest Bawumia, is refusing to acknowledge. And we must remind them. Lele rice, 5 kg, 2016, 18 Ghana cedis. Today, 170 Ghana cedis in Accra. Cindy rice, 10 Ghana cedis. Today, 135 Ghana cedis. More than 1,000% increase.
These brands have. I remember getting
Millicent rice. Millicent rice, 5 kg, 7 Ghana cedis in 2016. Today, 147 cedis. Okay, Pona. You know Pona? Yam. The tuber of yam. 5 cedis in 2016. Today, 15 cedis. Cement, 27 cedis, 2016. Today, more than 90 cedis. Check building materials. So people are suffering. And in the midst of that suffering, you don't come and tell us that the economy is headed in the right direction. Doc, show me one economic matrix today which is better than it was in 2016. Is it interest rates?
No, maybe the president is not comparing to 2016.
And he can't compare.
He's perhaps comparing to, let's say, 2022.
But why should you compare to 2022? Because you see, you can't say that.
Maybe he's looking at the darkest part of his regime. Mm-hmm. And the fact that so let's say the darkest part is when we declared bankruptcy.
Yeah.
We said we can't
Let me give you a simple scenario.
We can't pay our debts. No, let me just. Okay. We can't pay our debts.
Yeah.
So that was our darkest part. We went to the IMF in an ambulance and all that. Now, it says that from taking those painful decisions, we are beginning to see some positives. So the comparison is to when.
Okay.
We
So
went
let's
into
even
the
use
abyss.
that. Let's even use that comparison. It's like saying that your son goes to school. Perish that thought, because I know your boy is very brilliant. But your son goes to school and gets F in mathematics for 2022. And then in 2023 he gets E in mathematics. He comes back to tell you that, Daddy, right now my maths is in the good direction, but I'm doing better because from F I am at E. Grade E. And you say he's doing better.
Maybe on the basis of the F, I got him a teacher, a private teacher. And then the next exam, he moves from the F to the E, which means that there is something positive
but that
coming up.
positive,
So if it continues...
but that positive increment is not significant.
Oh, of course.
And it's not worthy of celebration. So I'm not sure you will celebrate him. I'm not sure you will give him any special gift from moving from F to E, because it is still failed. The net effect is still the same. So if in 2022 the rate of inflation was moving around 38%, 40%, and today the interest rates were hovering around 38%, 40%, and today interest rates are still hovering around 35%, there's been a marginal reduction. But still that interest rate is still the highest in Africa.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.